I'm really looking forward to our cheesy 80s slasher double feature, X-Ray and Schizoid. It's just, if you like early 80s slashers, you gotta get them. They're just ridiculous.
I just got to see the first test disc of the 3D, an Amityville 3D, and it's pretty impressive. It's
Love
like,
that.
you know, it was shot in 3D, so the depth of everything. I mean, I don't know if you remember, there's a scene where this old woman spits in Candy Clark's face. The spit comes out at you. It's awesome. It's just really awesome.
Spoken like a true fan.
Yes, I love my 3D.
We had actually planned to come here with like 10 or 15 titles to kind of put out, but some deals didn't close. But that being said, we still have some good stuff. We have 1982's Cat People from director Paul Schrader coming out in January next year. First time on Blu-ray. We already have a slew of actors coming to the table on that. We have Sam Raimi's Darkman coming as a collector's edition with all new extras there. We have John Carpenter's original Assault on Precinct 13, which is going to get the Scream Factory treatment. We have a little-known film from 1990 with Gregory Hines called Eve of Destruction. It's about an android that goes on the berserk, and it's quite crazy, but it's coming out on Blu-ray for the first time.
It just was sealed, but we are going to be releasing the Cabal cut of Nightbreed.
Yes.
That's going to be a big title for next year. It's going to take us some time to do some restoration work and really do a lot of extra features on it, but it's going to be our big title for next year, I think.
Right now we have Adrienne Barbeau, horror scream queen. She's doing a signing for us, promoting the upcoming Blu-ray releases of The Fog and Swamp Thing. We also have Len Wein, who is the creator of Swamp Thing, here signing as well.
They contacted me at first about The Fog because they asked if we would do some a commentary for it. So Tom Atkins and Tommy Lee Wallace and myself all sat in a room and had a great time. I was hearing these two guys and what their experience of the film was, which didn't necessarily jibe with mine because I was pretty much working by myself, and so it was just great fun, just remembering what a good time we had when we made it, and it was a very we were a family making it, going into it, John Carpenter, the director, had worked with all of them before, his whole crew, his production staff, Deborah Hill, and so it was just fun listening to the two Toms talk about what they were going through. I'm very proud of both of them, so I'm happy to have them come out on Blu-ray. I have not seen The Fog more than twice. Well, I haven't seen... I've barely, you could count the amount of horror films I've seen on one hand. I'm not a fan of the genre, forgive me. I love doing them.
Both Bernie and I were huge Universal monster fans. I think it shows in the book. And we were sort of going through the litany of every monster we could think of to do our take on it. And we tried very hard to give something new to each of these characters, but they're all classic tropes and icons. Then what mattered most to me was his humanity. That's what makes him interesting, that's what makes him sympathetic. And Dick was perfect. Dick covered all of that. You could just feel how human the thing inside that monster was. That I never imagined what I imagined as a third string character would turn into a first string character in movies, a television series that lasted 3 or 4 seasons, an animated series. Who knew? Nowadays it's common. I haven't seen it yet either, weirdly enough, and I'm told they did a spectacular job. I'm really looking forward to seeing the Blu-ray take on it. And I think there's also a long interview with me on there somewhere too. So that should be.
We have some pretty neat extras that we're coming up with, and I think it's going to be a huge success.